What up, what up, what up, y'all? I'm gonna let a few of y'all come in before I get started. It's a big week, man. It's a big week for boxing. Had some big breaking news happen today. This past weekend, we seen a star, you know, potentially on the rise. You know, when we seen Jaime Munguia, destroy um, Saddam Ali in 4 rounds. I'm gonna give y'all a few more seconds. Whoever gonna join, then I'm gonna go right into what I want to talk about, man. Be on maybe 30 minutes. Who knows? Get to chopping it up, chopping it up. Can't wait for this weekend though. I got breakdown videos for JoJo Diaz versus Gary Russell, and Badu Jack versus Adonis Stevenson is on deck. That's gonna should be dropping tomorrow. Um, but anyway, man, look, Kell Brook is a wanted man by Jarrett Hurd. According to Jarrett Hurd's trainer, that is the fight that they are targeting. They want to fight a right-hander before they face Jermell Charlo. And you know that's a good fight. I think that's a fight that Kell Brook will have some success in. Probably a lot of success. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a very good fighter. He has some good power. I feel like it translated from 147 to 154. I think that the size and the style of Jarrett Hurd, you know, will cause a lot of problems. It'll be kind of like Errol Spence, but not necessarily. I think Errol Spence, of course, is a better fighter than Jarrett Hurd, but Jarrett Hurd is much bigger, and it seems like he may have, perfected that pressure style. You see what he did against Erislandy Lara. You see what he did against Austin Trout. You see what he did against Tony Harrison, and so forth and so on. His ability to take punishment and keep coming and dishing out his own punishment is something that, you got to tip your cap to. You got to respect because it takes a lot of not only physical toughness but mental toughness to get hit by other grown men and keep coming. You know, for him to be where he is now compared to where he was a year or two ago is crazy. It's like a fucking movie. It's like something you dream of when you sleep at night, a fairy tale. And for him to be the only unified junior middleweight champion, it also says that a lot of people felt that he was the weakest link. That's why you seen Laura decide to take on him. I don't know if actual negotiation between Laura and Jermell Charlo ever took place, but we know that Jarrett Hurd got the opportunity. He got the call. He did win that vacant IBF junior middleweight title against Tony Harrison a few years ago, about a year or two ago. And, he made the first defense against Austin Trout in the fight that he was losing, but he was able to, prevail. Strength, size, pressure, stamina, power. Was able to propel him into victory over Austin Trout. And now he is the man in the junior middleweight division. He may not be the best guy skill wise, but he's the man. He has two belts. Everyone else has one belt. It's been a lot of major shit talking going back and forth between himself and Jermell Charlo, who feels he'll be easy work. And I don't know if that's the case or not. But what I do know is that that's a hell of a fight. That's a hell of a fight for both guys. I think that the skills, the now, power that Jermell has been showing in his last, 3 or 4 fights, is going to be very interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how, Jared Hook, Jarrett Hurd, excuse me, will take that power. But back to what I was about to, what this video purpose is for. It's for Kell Brook versus, Jarrett Hurd. obviously Kell Brook, in my opinion, is the better skill fighter. He's strong. He can box. He's experienced. You know, I think he has excellent timing with simple 1-2. You know, he can throw your timing off there. He can fight in the inside a little bit. He can't fight too much going on the back foot. And the thing that worries me about a potential matchup with Jarrett Hurd is will how will Kell Brook deal with the size and the strength and the pressure? How would it not only will he deal with it mentally, but how would his face hold up? Because you know he suffered two broken orbital bones in each eye. You know, one at the hands of Gennady Golovkin when he moved up two weight classes from 147 to 160, and then 9 months later when he had to defend his title against mandatory um, challenger, you know, Errol Spence. That was a good, close, competitive fight between those two before Errol Spence ratcheted up the pressure, started landing shots. The fatigue started to kick in for Kell Brook, and you know, the eye socket gave out, and it forced Kell Brook to quit. You know, because he just didn't want to risk more further injury, potential permanent injury to that eye. You know, he still wants to have a future in boxing, which we've seen him come back against Sergey Rabachenko and absolutely destroy him in like what 2 rounds. You know, that wasn't enough of a litmus test to really gauge if he's really back or not. But I think that you know one more fight. I know he wants Amir Khan, but if he can't get Amir Khan, one more fight, um, you know, step up the competition one more time. Maybe I don't know who he could be. Maybe Nathaniel Gallimore, who just coming off of a loss to Julian J. Rock Williams. Um, Maybe Willie Nelson. Shit. Maybe Tony Harrison, Ishai Smith. I mean, somebody that's going to be better than Rabachenko to guarantee you go more rounds with it, to give you a different look, you know, put you through some type of adversity. And then if his team, you know, I don't know if Eddie Hearn and Kell Brook are interested in a fight with Jarrett Hurd, but I'm pretty sure they are. You know, anytime, you know, there's not one but two titles on the line, you better jump at the opportunity. Don't matter how big, how strong, how this, how that the fighter is. If you want to be a champion, you got to take the opportunities because these opportunities don't come so often. You know, it just doesn't happen. Some people get them more than others. But if you feel confident in your ability, then you take that shot. You also be smart about it. I wouldn't advise Kell Brook to take that fight now. I think one more fight, maybe two, and if that fight still presents itself down the line, then you take it. You know, you shaking off the proper rust. You've been through some adversity. You know what I'm saying, and you're able to, you know, feel confident that you can take shots and not feel that your body is wilting under the power and the pressure. So, you know, I think that it'll be a terrific fight between Jarrett Hurd and Kell Brook. I think that I'll favor Jarrett Hurd because he's the bigger guy and you know he's very confident. He's at an all-time high, unified champion, defeated the guy that a lot of people consider either one or two, 1A or 1B most skilled, you know, along with Jermell Charlo. And, you know, he defeated him really close fight. The knockout was the difference, but, you know, he got the dub, and that's all you can ask for. Now on to the breaking news. Make sure y'all hit that like button and comment where you're from, whoever that one viewer is that's watching. I appreciate it. But like I said, breaking news, though, I did a video on it earlier. Canelo Alvarez has enrolled in the Vada testing program, all year round testing, and it's good news for him because a lot of people were looking at him like with the side eye, like, bro, you gonna do this or what? Because a lot of people felt that his refusal to enroll was an admission of him doing some dirty shit. We already know he's guilty. It's been proven both A and B samples that he tested positive for clenbuterol. One test was extremely high, the other ones, the levels dropped, tremendously. And, you know, now that he's in this program, he could kind of start to get a little bit of the respect back, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? People still looking at this motherfucker like, no, you still cheated. Was your fight against Laura? Was you on that shit? Was your fight against Angulo? Was you on that shit? Fight against Floyd? Was you on that shit? Cotto, was you on this shit? You know what I'm saying? Especially these fights that was close, real close calls, like the Laura fight. Some people feel like the Cotto fight was closer than what it was. Was you on this shit in the first Golovkin fight? But I mean, this is a good start. He went to Twitter and announced it, and he had been dropped out of the WBC rankings by the WBC due to his refusal to, enroll. But apparently, he's good to go now. He had a few days to think about it. He's good to go. He's confident. He's ready to be tested, and this is what should be expected of him. He's the um, face of boxing. You know, he's the global star. He's the cash cow. He's the guy everybody wants to face. He moves the needle like Floyd Mayweather did, like Oscar De La Hoya, like Manny Pacquiao. Excuse me. I mean, he's the guy that puts asses in seats. He's the guy that has everybody, every boxing fan, every casual fan calling in to their local cable provider, streaming the fight, and placing money, ordering and spending their money on him. So it's good that he's finally getting into the, getting with the program, no pun intended, and entering that random drug testing all year round system. Like he said, if doesn't have anything to hide, um, then there shouldn't be any worries. He shouldn't be worried about popping dirty for nothing. If him and his team is on the right communication, on the same page, then no fuck up should happen again. Because according to them, he ate some bad meat. And if you in your home country, Mexico, is known for fucking having tainted meat, then why the hell would you not examine or get the best, cleanest possible cut of meat or type of meat for your big star to avoid the backlash that he's gotten, the suspicion, the questions, you know what I'm saying, the wondering like, oh, is this motherfucker clean or not? You know what I'm saying? So they need to be on the same page. His team, Golden Boy Promotions, everybody that works closely with him, they need to be on the same page, and they need to you know make sure that shit don't happen again. Because that's not a good look for Canelo Alvarez to be testing positive for clenbuterol, testing positive for any banned PED out there, especially when he's so prominent in the sport. He's now the face of the sport. I mean, he's known everywhere. He got the Under Armour commercials. He got the Tecate commercials. I mean, he got a lot of fucking endorsement deals, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people look up to him, especially over there in Mexico. They support that man until the wheels fall off. And that's how it's always been, and that's how it's probably going to always continue to be. But, that motherfucker can't pop dirty again for nothing. Nothing at all. Finito, no. He can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just not going to be acceptable this go round. Even more so because, everybody, the saying, once a cheater, always a cheat. And that's how people are looking at him. They're looking at him like this motherfucker been a cheater. And if he ain't been a cheater, he's a cheater now because he started cheating. And, it is crazy that, he start cheating and whatnot or feeling some type of pressure because, he going into the rematch. A lot of people felt he lost the fight. I personally scored it I scored the fight for Canelo. I don't know if it was 7-5, 8-4, whatever the fuck it was. I just thought that he was better than Golovkin That night, I thought that his ability to, initiate the offense, make Golovkin move, able to counter him off the ropes, and just counter him in general and outbox him in the middle of the ring. I think that was, the turning point for the fight. But I mean, you see, he was fortunate by all accounts that he got the draw. So now he feeling that pressure. He's feeling that pressure. Like, look, I gotta fucking be better. Because he did, stop being as active later in the fight as he was early in the fight. We know his stamina issues is known to, since he's been a pro, and he probably felt like I can't do this shit again. I can't afford to slack off in the championship rounds on the last 4 or 5 rounds. I got to keep the same output, the same activity level going to make sure that there's no doubt in my mind or in anybody else's mind that I'm the rightful winner. I got to be able to be conditioned to let my hands go more and do more of what I want to do to, score points with the judges. So, maybe that's the reason why behind he took it. Who knows, man? We never really gonna know. All we know is that he took, clenbuterol twice, or he took it and got tested positive for it twice on 2 different occasions, and it's got a cloud of suspicion over his head now, and we'll see how it plays out. With him now in the drug testing program by Vada, if anything pops up or if he just clean. And hopefully we get the rematch between him and Gennady Golovkin this September. Because it, 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 you feel bad for the fans of both fighters who feel robbed of one of their guys, whether you team Golovkin or team Alvarez, of their fighter not being able to have a chance to, you know, be declared the rightful winner. We got this draw hanging over our head, and everybody wants conclusion. I know Gennady Golovkin wants a conclusion, and I know Canelo Alvarez wants a conclusion. Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya wants one. Tom Loeffler, he wants one. So hopefully these guys can get everything squared away, and Canelo Alvarez can pass all the drug tests necessary and needed to have this fight go off this time without any hiccup. And we'll just see, man. But I think it's good that he finally agreed to sign up for Vada, and this is where we at. Next, man, Jaime Munguia. Is he the next Mexican superstar for Golden Boy Promotions? He's 6 foot tall. Uh, he probably a natural middleweight, but he can fight at 154. He's extremely powerful. He's the newly crowned WBO junior middleweight champion. He's very he's a problem for anybody, just off the physical aspect alone. Like I said, he's 6 foot. What? He's 6 foot even. Shit, he probably rehydrates from 154 to 170 something. Probably a light heavyweight. He can punch. He's 25-0 or 29-0 with 25 knockouts. So that tells you everything you need to know. And yes, you can't be a prisoner of the moment. He did fight Saddam Ali, who a lot of people considered the weakest link out of the champions at 154. And he won that title. I'm not gonna continue to go into detail or repeat it, but he won that title off of Miguel Cotto last December. Saddam Ali is a natural welterweight, and this result shouldn't surprise a lot of people. He got knocked out by Jesse Vargas. Yeah, Jesse Vargas, the light punching Jesse Vargas. Yeah, the guy that hurt Tim Bradley in the 12th and final round of their fight. The guy that just fought Adrian Broner. Yeah, that's him. He got stopped by him. So while I picked Ali to win, I thought that, him being the new champion, making his first title defense, him having a solid skill set, solid power, him defending his title in his home state, that he would be able to get the job done. But he just wasn't able to get the job done, especially when the first round came. He constantly put himself on the ropes, made himself an easy target. He tried to fight fire with fire when he didn't have the firepower to deal with Munguia, who, like I said, is probably arguably a natural middleweight, but he can fight at 154. And that leads me to believe that Golden Boy may have found them somebody. I'm not going to say they replaced Canelo Alvarez because it's hard to do that. He's going to have to do a lot. He's going to have to beat a lot of guys and continue to get better. But he's 21 years old. He's confident. He's already called out Canelo Alvarez. He's already called out Gennady Golovkin. His manager's already said that he demolishes everybody from 154 to 160. And there's a lot of great fights out there for him at 154. I made a video a few days ago stating that I would love to see him face Jarrett Hurd, the battle of gigantic junior middleweights. Jarrett Hurd is listed at 6'1". He's undefeated. He's not the puncher of Munguia, but that pressure, that height, that reach, him being a naturally big guy, it would be interesting to see how Munguia takes the punch of a guy who's naturally a junior middleweight and not a natural 147 pounder. But I can see Golden Boy building Munguia up to face Canelo Alvarez, not this year, next year, as he continues to get more experience on this belt. Because today the WBO ordered, an immediate matchup between Jaime Munguia and Liam Smith. And Liam Smith, in my opinion, doesn't stand a chance. He doesn't stand a chance at all. He doesn't. He's not a big puncher. He's not that good of a boxer. He's a good fighter, but he's not nothing that Munguia should be worried about. Munguia should just continue his business as usual, train hard, and go in there and do his job. I think he stopped Smith, but after that, you can kind of continue to get each and every opponent better, and help him gain that experience for when it's time to step up. But I think he definitely has star potential. I think he definitely has monetary potential. He just needs to be matched carefully, continue to allow to grow and improve because like I said, he's 21 years old. He has 29 fights, but up until this past weekend, there wasn't nobody on his name that you probably would be familiar with. And now that he has Saddam Ali, who's been in the ring with Carlos Abreu, Miguel Cotto, Jesse Vargas, and a few other guys. He has that experience with him, and now he just needs to continue to build on experience and continue to step up his level of competition, and we'll see how he progresses. But I think that he has a lot of potential, and I would love to see him versus Canelo Alvarez next year once Munguia is able to grow more and to be more well versed and more polished and just be up for the challenge. I don't think he's up for the challenge right now. Between to face either Canelo Alvarez or Gennady Golovkin, I think that it takes time to build up there. You gotta have everything right and Gennady Golovkin isn't wanted man by everybody. Jermell want him, Demetrius Andrade want him, Sergey Derevchenko want him, Billy Joe Saunders says he wants him, Canelo Alvarez wants him. Who else? And now Jaime Munguia, he got a lot of shit to deal with mandatories and all that before he can ever entertain a potential fight with Jaime Munguia. So I don't think we'll see Munguia versus Golovkin ever, if at all. And then I think that Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia, it'll be very interesting to see how Canelo deals with a guy that's that much taller, um, just as big, if not bigger, than he is. How would Canelo be able to take the power of Munguia? How would Munguia be able to take the power of Canelo Alvarez? So that's a fascinating matchup that I wouldn't mind seeing at all sometime down the line. But I think that Golden Boy, if they're smart, they can really, 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 really groom and grow Jaime Munguia and allow him to become, I guess they plan B just in case Canelo Alvarez fucks up again. So Oscar them they all gotta say yourself. Don't matter if you love Canelo or not, or you're fond of him. You always gotta have a backup plan. You gotta be able to have your ducks in a row. If some fucking fall up or pop up, then you got You got Jaime Munguia. You got a game plan. You got a plan B. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I just like Munguia's potential. Offensively, he's a very good fighter. Defensively, he needs to work on moving his head and, just polishing off some things, becoming, refining some of the technical and fundamental aspects of his game, and creating those and improving those flaws. And I think he'll be just fine, because he has youth on his side. But man, I'm about to go ahead and wrap this up. I got some videos that may upload tonight, if not early tomorrow morning or middle of the night. But like I said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. Hit that post notification bell to get notified every time I upload content. Please follow me on all these social media platforms. Follow me on Twitter at Colossal CBT. Follow me on Instagram at Colossal_CBT. Like I said, I told you to subscribe to this channel here. Head over to Facebook, smack that like button on the Colossal Boxing Talk Facebook page. Follow, shout out to everybody in the movement that's moving with us. Check out 3kingsboxing.com for your latest and greatest, updated, unfiltered, and unbiased boxing news reported the way it should be. Shout out to my homie CJ Goodfellow over there at the Boxing Clinic and more. Make sure you check him out. Make sure y'all keep rocking with me, man. Like I said, I'm trying to, get this channel bigger and bigger. And it is what it is. That's cool. That's cool, bro. But I'm out here, man. Peace. It's all good, homie.